Hi, this is Dr. Alan Barnard. I'm CEO of Goldratt Research Labs, and I'm super excited to share with you the latest version of our HANA Shop supply chain simulation game that you can now run for free directly into the browser, which means you can run it on your tablet, your smartphone, or your computer. All that you need to do is to go to hanashshop.com with two S's, and it will give you the option to try it now for free. So you're going to click on try it now, and this will open up the simulation. It will ask you, first of all, for your email address, and it will open up the simulation in something that looks like a video, but it's actually an embedded simulation that you can run there. So you're going to click on the play button, and that should open up the simulation model. You're going to click on the square at the bottom to turn it into full screen. It will give you a warning to continue with the free version. It will warn you that there's also a time limit of just 5 minutes, but that should be more than enough for us to get through this demo quickly. So you're going to click on Get Started. So it gives you an option. Do you want to be the store manager or do you want to be the distribution manager? I'm going to be the store manager because there's some really cool functionality I want to show you of a pandemic mode that we've added. So you're going to say, got it, I've got mail. It says, congratulations, you've become the store manager. Two big decisions you have to make this year. You're going to have to select which products to keep. Your store is small. It can only carry 10 products in 4 categories. So you're going to have to select which of the many products that's available you're going to be carrying in your store, and then how you're going to manage the inventory. Last year, you used MinMax in the store. It will allow you in this free version to run MinMax again in both a perfect world environment where there's no demand or supply lead time variability, or in a real world environment where there's demand fluctuation and lead time fluctuations. In the full version, you can try out additional policies like economic order quantity or the new demand-driven MRP, DDMRP rules that's dynamically modifying your target stock levels based on what's really happening. But let's try it out. So it shows you your sales target for this year is 100,000, or last year your actual performance was $100,000. You only made 1% net profit, which is really bad, and your return on investment was only 21%. For this pandemic version, we're going to select the healthcare store option there, and we're going to click on see sales target. And your sales target for the upcoming year is to increase sales by 5% without increasing operating expenses. If you can achieve that, you'll increase your net profit by 174% to $2,700, and your ROI to above 50%, which is 160% odd increase. So you're going to say, great, I'm ready to go. I'm going to choose my products. You can manually choose these products, the 10 products that's in the 4 categories, or to save time, because we are using the free version, I'm just going to click on high volatility. There's some scenarios that we're going to run. I'm going to select flat demand here, but I'm going to select also the pandemic mode that will cause some products to dramatically sell more during the year over that pandemic period, and other products to sell dramatically less. So for example, if you see on the product icons there, the pandemic sign with a green arrow like the masks means that they will sell much, much more. And the pandemic sign with a red green arrow like this little toe separator, that will sell much, much less. They should cancel out, so we should still see the same sales, but let's see what happens in real life. So we're going to click on the play button for the perfect world MinMax scenario. It will show you your animation of actually simulating the store, every event that's taking place in your store over the 240 days that the store is open. You can see the days running at the top there, and we should expect to get great results, right? Because it's perfect world, there should be no demand or supply lead time fluctuations. And as you can see, we actually exceeded slightly our net profit and also our ROI. And when you go to the inventory screen, you can see that it looks textbook. There's no demand variability, so actually MinMax does a pretty good job. But let's go back to the real world. We're going to click run more and then click the play button to see what the results will be with the same MinMax rule, but this time in real world environment, especially with this pandemic that's going to increase the sales dramatically for some products, and for others they will go down to zero. So we're going to quickly zoom into product 14 by clicking on that little zoom button, And there you can see what the impact of this pandemic sales is going to be. Massive increase from about March. The net result, if you look at your lost sales, is 15% of sales lost because you were running out of stock. You didn't modify those settings in the min-max policies. And then what about the items where it didn't sell as well as what you expected? For example, product 16, if you zoom into that, you can see that whole period there. If you had anticipated that, you could have reduced your stock levels, but you didn't, so you were stuck with a lot of excess inventory. So you got the worst of both scenarios. You got more shortages and more surpluses. And what was the impact on return on investment? Pretty devastating. You actually ended up losing money this year when you could have made quite a bit of money if you could have capitalized on this increased sales for the healthcare products. So that's just a quick summary. You'll see that we've reached the end of the time limit for the free version. If you reach the end limit, you can just run it again by refreshing your browser. I hope that was really useful. We look forward to getting your feedback on the simulation model. If you are ready to invest, you can buy it directly from the website. You can play it directly in your web browser, or you can download the Java app on your computer that you can then run. It's only $19 a month, or if you're ready to invest for 12 months, it's only $119 for the year. So that will give you 6 months free. So thank you very much for paying attention, and I look forward to getting your feedback on this new exciting simulation model called HANA Shop. You can access it by just going to hanashop.com.